So the time has passed again. Some of things are patched from the last video, and then some new things are found. I'm pretty confident killing Wedgie and then finishing the whole map all the time. I kind of want to mention this guide is all about like kind of skipping, but as a not like really crazy reaction speed and quite average skilled guy, I think the skips are necessary. It's so necessary if you actually want to play the game. Of course, the best is experience no skip first. Then you will understand why the skips are needed. Because experiencing no skip is amazing and the map is amazing. It has the cool vibes and everything, but with the skip, everything becomes manageable, doable. Before that, the time is still short, even though 10 minutes has increased from 40 minutes, now it's 50 minutes. Anyways, it's for the guys on average level skill, not top tier streamer skill level. Now, I will not show you guys whatever I gathered as quick as possible as a video. So yeah, let's review one raid, a perfect raid that I've done while explaining what I'm trying to do. First of all, what I got is the gears. I started off like this gear, Comtech 6 for the sound, especially in the engine room. If something happens, it's good to have like nice gear to use. And the headwear and a flashlight on the head with Clash, which has the biggest light, is this one's gonna super help you on Icebreaker smoke fights in the engine room and also in the Wedgie fight. And the armor is good to have front and back plate, at least 5 class, and also left and right side plates, because I got hit on those parts a lot by the Black Division. I thought it was always thorax, but that one helps too. And a gas welder goggles, which helps a lot whenever Black Division members flash you or they throw a flashbang too, which is really annoying. So yeah, might as well wear that. Weapon build, there's tons of weapon builds that you can use, but basically you need a short barrel for the CQB. There's a lot of corridor fights, and also bigger magazine the better. And preferably M4 or MCX, because you can replenish the ammo from the Black Division members. It has good pen and good damage for the Black Division members, which is almost perfect. Almost 40 pen with damage of 45 to 50 or something like that, with CBJ ammo or MA55A1. And what I did was put on a scope. A laser will be nice, X1 or X6 or X1 or X8. This one is limited. I'll try to like show like images as much as possible on these, and a flashlight on it obviously, and a laser will be preferable. No need for silencer, the sound doesn't matter at all in this map. There's a little, actually a thermal that I attached, which I will show you too. Yeah, that one's pretty helpful too whenever you can't see through the smoke. And a lot of green smoke nades. These are gonna be the core. And the M67 is good for helipad clearing. VOG 25 is pretty good. If you have reduced grenade, a reduced delay grenade, that would be nice too. Some spare ammos for your gun. And the RGN and RGO impact nade is gonna be super clean if you have impact nade in engine room. This one is pretty important to ER, which is the engine room key card for Boreas, the Icebreaker, because we're gonna skip rogues. Rogues are pretty annoying. They're gonna waste your ammo and everything. If you want to loot them, it's pretty actually good. Their med spawn points are pretty nice too. But I would recommend to skip them, because you don't. If you are not like super good at the game or super good at the map yet, that place is gonna be annoying. The rogue place is gonna be annoying. They're gonna shoot you. They're gonna waste your ammo. They're gonna waste your time. Jagostin for heavy and light bleed, Calopi and then Salewa, basic meds, and then ibuprofen, because it's 8 out of 8. It's the best. Green flare for extract. I know you can grab green flare at the start, but I sometimes forget it, so it's better to just put it in there whenever I start. Serve kit 12, and then the explosive that you need to use later. And also you might want, you're gonna definitely want injector that will increase your strength to maximum strength, such as L1, which will give you 20 level I've been using adrenaline. It gives you like 10 because I'm already at 41, more than 41 strengths. Yeah, maybe 2 injector case because there's a lot of injector to loot. And of course 400k for infill, and then 2,400 euro for exfil. And a splint. Obviously you'll need a splint. I mean, you guys serve 12, but still you will need it. The more green smoke, the better. Food also is better if you bring it. I know it could be annoying. Sometimes you won't get any food and it's gonna be annoying at the boss because you skip the rogue parts, which has tons of food in the kitchen. But if you skip that part, you might need to bring at least the water if you're using ibuprofen, especially because hydration goes down, or food also. Yeah, just Iskra. Water Iskra would be nice. That's what I've done. Let's get in. After you get in, you can take out the flashlight. Actually, how to turn on that flashlight? You can keybind the turn on flashlight. But mine wasn't working for some reason, so I had to take it out and put it on the gun, and then manually turn on, and then pull it out again and put it on the head. You could do that, but pull it out for now because it's too bright if you have that on flashlight. In case if you guys want to know, there's green flare. Pretty straightforward inside this shack, or whatever this is called, like a little place. There's gonna be a table in the middle, and then below that table right there, that's the green flare. Anyways, go down through that, use the painkiller just in case. There's not gonna be any rogues as far as I remember, as far as I experienced. Only one rogue was Knight, who will be after going through these doors. In this corridor, there can be Knight all the way there. There was one instance, or Knight can be on next to the door of car swipe, or before that. Knight is usually the problem. But anyways, smoke it about this height, then it will smoke up either the car swipe area or right next to it, which is perfect because even though you get caught by these guys, if you go to the smoke, even in this place, if you go to smoke, they will not really shoot you. But be aware, they might shoot you. I just ran past by, but if Knight runs up, you might want to prepare to shoot his head, you know, because he might start attacking you. But they need to still like go through the corridor and then turn around, so their reaction speed is pretty low, pretty slow. Like that's how you deal with like aim body AIs. Make them rush you, turn around the corners. There's some food here if you want to pick up just in case, and there's a mess there. And again, food on the ground. Go to the cutscene, skip the cutscene. There's some duffel bag if you want food. Pick up some random stuffs for, you know, recharging the money over and over. And if you go through up here, then go through one all the way here, then you can unseal this door, which is the engine room, the infamous engine room. There's a pretty straightforward way that everybody is using right now. Prepare the green smoke, go all the way down. And then place the smoke around here or here, right below on your foot. Like drag your mouse all the way down and then drop it, and then it will drop almost exactly where your foot is, you know, between the foot. And then let the smoke spread around, then it will end up being on almost at the red flare all the way there, right here. And now you can touch the red and then go back as quick as possible and then hide behind this tank on the left side. That place is gonna be your favorite place on this engine room, even though something goes to south. Most of the time this will just work. I've seen some people green smoking right side of this tank just in case. That helps too. But this should be enough. And you can hear the footsteps coming up from them. They can voice line. If they don't voice line, like bear spotted or enemy on the site, enemy on 12, or I got him on my side or something like that. If they don't say that, the voice lines are just typical voice lines like clear the sector or something like that. So you don't have to worry about that. They will just walk up all the way to the middle wait until they make all the footsteps to stop, put the flashlight on your head, then you can see clearly like that, and then just throw the impact nade and boom. That feels so good whenever that happens. Or you can just back dump their head, but sometimes they you can stand still in the middle and then back dump their head. It can be clean, but sometimes it's not clean, so it's kind of weird. But yeah, the impact nade is most preferable. Loot them, and also actually that smoke gas mask would be preferable if you get it during hunting these guys. You can bring one in from your previous raids. I don't think you buy it from flea market as far as I remember, but this will become handy. But at the same time, it's not really handy. Like you can walk through the tear gas that the boss throws, or even the Black Division members throws. You won't get affected by the tear gas. But especially whenever you're fighting the boss, the green smoke will be cancelled by the tear gas. So there's not much point of walking up to the tear gas in my opinion, but it will be helpful if you have it. Yeah, you might want to have that gas mask. It's optional. Loot them up. You sometimes loot the silencer, it's like 30k to mechanic, and then usually the ammo. Ammo is the important part in the injectors. And the MVGs from their head. Just pull it out. And then walk up here. There's going to be a small room here, which will have code on the left corkboard. And on the right, there's going to be a map specific electronics sometimes. So it's good to loot. You can take out the plates if you're too heavy. You save up the plates for later. But anyways, use that code below here. Type it in there. And there's gonna be some electronics again. Sometimes it's just empty, but food will be helpful for you again if you brought it. It's not super necessary, but yeah. Now we can go up to the helipad. Yeah, I was on the 3rd floor. You can go in here, and then that's how you go up to the helipad. I really recommend you to do the engine room skip, because engine room is so annoyingly designed. The loudness of the engine itself won't let you hear anything, and the vertical sounds are so bad. You don't know if they're on 1st floor, 2nd floor, 3rd floor. They can sandwich you from left and right side. Anyways, from here it gets kind of interesting. Throw away the bag if you want to move freely. So there's gonna be a total of 3 on that helipad. Also, you will hear a lot of voice lines even after you kill 3 on the helipad, because there's like 6 members below the helipad, and the vertical sound sucks in this game. But yeah, 3. You need to confirm the 3 kills if you want to move on from the helipad. And that's also your extraction point that you will use. You can use it right now, or you can use after killing the boss. Go up this box, and then you will see some Black Division heads. You can crouch move to adjust your move position, but tap their head like that. They're not always there, but also scroll down like that on the middle. 2 are dead from that. 2. Super easy. As a solo, there's gonna be 3. Earlier in the engine room, there was 6. As the more people in your group member increases, they're gonna increase. As far as I know, 1 or 2 are like a lot. But anyways, 2 only. 2 are down, so the risk is a lot easier. You gotta be careful a little though. There's tanks here, and then they can see through that, and they try to shoot you. It's very unlikely you're gonna get hit, but yeah. And then what I usually do is use the M67 and then throw it right below this light here. Let's actually see that again. You can see like how it gets thrown. Some people say use the underthrow, but it wasn't successful for me to do underthrow it like that. And then what happens is, let me actually explain real quick. recognition of grenades. If actually the grenade is right above them, they're gonna react. If the grenade is a little bit around them, above them, they're gonna move around and go away, basically. But what happens if you throw the M67 that high is that if the black division is here, and then if you're throwing the M67 like way up like this, then you can see like the grenade moves this way pretty slow. What's interesting about M67 is the fuse time is really long. So it takes time to explode, but it has a big radius explosion if it explodes. So what usually happens is whenever you throw it up high, it will use up the fuse time on the sky, and then it will start reaching close to the black division member, which he will detect a bit later. Let's say this is the detection range of him, but you will use all the diffusion time, and then whenever it's about to blow up, black division will sense about that time because finally it's around there because you throw it up sky high. So whenever this explodes, boom, then the guy is too late to move. You can literally hear them moving later than like right after you throw. If you throw like this, then they will move super quick because this will reach super quick because of the big radius of it too, explosion radius. It's very likely you can kill 3 of them at once. Reduced delay grenades are great too. Okay, that was like kind of a bad explanation. I hope you guys understood that. So usually they're dead. You can check them with a grenade, throwing more grenades. Or, oh, he's still alive, sadly. He went all the way back there. I mean, you can throw the grenade again and try to kill him, or just green smoke the middle and then just get close and then just dome him too. That works too. If I had a better reaction speed, could have got it. Actually, I should. Yeah, the whole point of this video is that even a normie level or a noob level like me, or not too good reaction speed crazy player like me, can even get it pretty easily. That's the whole point. Slowly peak fight these AIs. That's the best way to do it. You're gonna do it. If they do a voice line, then you might want to back out and flank to the other side, because especially the voice line, whenever they detect you, because that means they're holding your angle. So yeah, you might want to change or throw a nade to reset their aggro. Wait for a bit. You can also throw the nade and then make them move like that, and then just dome them whenever they're too busy running away from the grenade. They can't do 2 things at once, thank God. So if they're trying to run away from the grenade, you can just shoot them while they're trying to run away from it. That works too. So yeah, from here now on is the interesting part. I would rather throw like a bunch of stuff that I don't need in the middle of the helipad. You don't need food because you're gonna use I don't think you're gonna be like super good at the boss at this point, but yeah, some spare ammos, pull it out. So pull everything out you need and then throw everything you don't need on the ground. That's the final status at the helipad. And what we used to do is jump on here and jump on there and jump to the, is it called, railing? And then vault through the railing. And you'll be off to in front of the boss door. But we can't do that anymore, sadly. So throw before that, you're gonna have to deal with the guys here, because sometimes these guys will shoot you while you're trying to parkour or throw away the bags to the other side. You're gonna have to deal with them, or you could even green smoke it here, and it's pretty easy to do actually. Or just throw a normal grenade to scare them off to the other side. Both of them works, but be careful. What I do is throw the bag here, and even the armor, because my weapons and everything else is pretty heavy. It's kind of hard to do. You gotta definitely have max strength, or basically what you need is this part needs to be green, not yellow. Throw away the spare gun. Spare gun would be helpful later if you have it, but you can just throw it where I threw the bag if you want it. If the gun jams, and also some people are using the flashlight on the spare gun for help for looking through the smoke. That would be nice too. Anyways, throw away the armor there. Bit risky, but yeah, that's how I did it. Then you can see my weight is now green. I'm gonna throw all the way to the other side or in the middle. Bit tricky. Use the adrenaline because I already have 41 strength. Now I should be 51, which is max strength. Then run up and jump there. I failed a couple of times. I'm not really good with parkour, but you can still do it. Running up to the wall is patched, so you gotta like kinda run diagonally a little bit and then jump. Yep, like that, and then vault through there. Vault through where the stair is. It's a little bit glitchy, but it will skip 2 of the Black Division squad, which consists of 3 members. Total of 6. You can deal with them by left leaning and then slowly fighting them, but again, it's a time waste and ammo waste. It's pretty annoying in my opinion. They're below the helipad where I was checking there. Again, be careful just in case they are there. They can be there or there below the helipad. Pretty annoying. It's best to just, yeah, skip them in my opinion. Pick up the bag and the everything. Go back to where you bolted, which is like here. This floor level. This floor level is interesting. You should go all the way run up where these orange tanks are, all the way up, and the Black Division members will be up here next to these stairs. They can be on the first above or second above or third above, but anyways, usually first above. You can see their flashlight. You won't really get shot. I did get shot actually a little bit, but it won't get you killed. This place makes everything way easier. I used to like shoot them from the top or use a grenade, but watch. They'll make voice lines and everything. Just slowly go back and you will see their head and just pop their head. Their reaction speed is way slow if they see from top to bottom like this. If you can see the head, pop their head. A little bit sloppy on being here, but especially I have to cancel the muzzle flash being too big. I ascended the scope a little with a better mount, a higher mount, which I don't think is like super ideal on all these CQV fights because it's gonna have height overboard and everything. Yeah, I dropped the second guy, but be careful when backing out here because there's a door on the left. Oh, there's another guy. They're being a little bit weird, but you can like slowly peek to see how bad my aim is, but you can still deal with them. But anyways, behind this, like if you go far too back, there's gonna be a window on the left, like you know, the like small window, the square window. Through that, wedgie members can shoot you, which is super annoying. Or it could be rogues. I think it could be rogues actually, not wedge member, because rogues are below the wedge members. Yeah, actually it's the rogues, I think. That's so annoying. Place the bomb, back out, because they're gonna actually damage you. You gotta go quite back and even prone. Repack max, recoup. And this is the fun part. Use the flashlight on your head again, because it's gonna help you with the looking through the smoke. Remove the chain. Do that. Drop the bag because it's gonna slow you down. Open the door. Don't look into the corridor already because there can be Black Division members already out. Throw a smoke nade diagonally so they can bounce all the way to the corridor. I'll show you guys. in a bit. Like that. Sometimes like bounces off weird. But anyway, throw it like that, then you'll be alright to kind of look into the oh yeah, my puppy was pretty angry at me not playing with her. But anyways, now throw the smoke date all the way back to the corridor. So basically all the way back at the corridor where you can kind of see the door. You kind of saw the door just now, right? There's a door all the way there. Throw it there. And then there's a door on the right which is open, which is the gym door. You gotta throw it there and then inside the gym. So gym, and then it's preferable to smoke another door next to it. So total 4 of them or 5 of them. I know it's a lot, but the more the smoke, the better. And then disarm the tear gas whenever the corridor smokes are on. I'm gonna throw one more into the gym. Which didn't end up pretty well there. So I threw it into the gym. But sometimes they throw flashbangs like that. That's why I backed down. You gotta be careful with the flashbang. If you get flashbanged, it's really hard to get out of this corridor somehow. I don't know, I always get lost. They keep on throwing flashbangs like that. PSG patched it and it's so annoying. They're usually on that corner, like where we just saw him. Like whenever you turn around to the left, I mean peek from the left, you can see the guys on this cover, right? They're always like here. One's here, one could be on this cover. I think that's Wedgie and this the other member. Pretty annoying, but they will be there. If Wedgie does the voice line and throws a nade, it's very likely the tear gas, so be aware about that. As I said earlier, that tear gas will cancel those smokes that we already done, and it's not really preferable while the smokes are off to fight them. You're gonna just have to wait for them to disperse completely, which takes about a minute or something. I'm gonna deal with you on the headshot. Some people just keep fighting, but I prefer to go back, because even though they're in the smoke, they will point you out, pinpoint you out, even though they don't see you. They recognize where you're shooting from and then start shooting where I was shooting from. So I back out. It's not good to just keep on standing there. Another flashbang. They flashbang me a lot on this one. They just do a lot. That's the second guy. Back out again because the guy right next to him might, you know, dome me with pointing out where I shot from. I could kind of hear the smoke grenade like going off, so that's why I think I'm preparing it again. And also you need to know, guys, even though smokes are still dispersed, if the smoke sound, the shh sound goes away, then your smoke ended. It's super weird on that part. They should do something about it. Even though you cannot see because of the smoke is still there, and you know, the ejecting part, the dispersing part has ended because the shh sound is gone. But at that moment when the sound ends, the AIs can see through you, see through the smoke to you. It's a bit odd. So I replenished the smoke days. Use ibuprofen, you know, painkiller, just in case they shoot my leg, so I don't fuck it up. Max out the water, so you know, the stamina doesn't go down too quick. Always be, you know, on full health as much as possible. Another flashbang. Yeah, this one was pretty annoying. Some people say just walk up through the gym and then go back, then they will all aggro and rush you. You can try that too, but yeah, I was just trying to be more cautious. There's one guy right there. I saw him too late. But yeah, anyways, dealt with him. One last guy left. Like, I think going into the gym is pretty risky, especially if they're just sitting there. Even though, okay, yeah, I got flashbang there. Even though, like, the smokes are on or whatever. Oh yeah, and also, if you're going to actually, like, fight them head on or something like that, you shouldn't be really leaning like me, because it will shoot your head. But if you show your thorax, then they will shoot your thorax, not the head. So it's better to get just shot on the thorax with where the plates are, not on the head. The head has like a low penetration armor guard and everything. Okay, so the guy threw the tear gas, that's why I'm changing to this, but I also kind of forgot that will cancel the smoke. So yeah, it's not good to do that. I just waited up, I think. There's no point of fighting this. While the tear gas is on, you can kind of see the white smoke there. That's the tear gas. I don't think you can overwrap your smoke over the tear gas. I don't think it works like that. The tear gas will just keep on canceling your smoke, which is kind of unfair. Anyways, I think I wait up for like a minute and then re-smoke the area, go in for the fight again. Can't see the dude really. He came me all the way on the right corner too even, which gets pretty annoying. He came me on the left. By going to the gym, I think I double aggroed him. You can kind of see the silhouette of him. And also, this thing helped to see him a little. Let's watch that again. That's why I have it there. Well, that was actually... Actually, let's cancel that part. I didn't get to see them. It was just the smoke that I shot, the muzzle flash. And they're all dead. There's total 4 of them. As a solo, duo there should be 5. Trio there should be 6 or something like that. I don't really know, duo, trio. So yeah, that's how you clear them. And then there's gonna be a bunch of loot here. You gotta find the CQ card first, which can spawn. Well, actually loot these guys first. They have a bunch of injectors and a bunch of good ammo, and then also the euro that you need for extraction. They're so polite that they have that. This guy had 500 euro. The boss will have like 1,000 euros and $1,000, I think. I don't exactly remember. And he has the cool gear, and the boss has the cool gear. Here he got the cool rig with the biggest pocket in the world. And weird ass looking stock. 3,000 euros, some valuables in there, and the cool ass looking helmet and MVG and headset integration. Weird ammo setup. So loot all those. You will still have time. If you skip the rope and skip the helipad, you will still have like 20 minutes if you dealt with them greatly. Or if you hesitated a bit because they're your first time, you might want to extract with his Wedge's gear. So the key card should be actually go to the kitchen on the all the way at the end of the corridor. The key card should be here on this table. I should turn off the flashlight. On this table, another one here on this table, and there could be a torch here or here because you need that torch to go reach the captain's room. And there's torch there. It's basically in the kitchen. It's not that difficult to find. You can replenish your food if you need it. I think there was another keycard spawn, which it was on the it was on the gym actually. I think I go back to the gym. I don't think it's in here. There's valuable spawns here and the map specific electronics, which is cool to loot. Yeah, I tried to look for this key because I forgot there's one in the kitchen room. Not kitchen room, in the gym room. But I think I go back to the gym where all the dead bodies are, Wedgie and their members. Did they pick it up already? Pretty sure you can buy the CQ room key. I don't think it's that good, CQ room is, because there's so many loot you need to pick up anyways. It's better to just not pick it up from the CQ room. Let's actually talk about where it can spawn in the gym first. There's one more spawn of that key card in the gym. Yeah, I checked there, but it's not there. You gotta go this part. Yeah, this is the table I was talking about. Right there, it can spawn there. It's the other table. And then you go upstairs. You gotta go one more upstairs to get to the other section where the captain is. But in each level that you go up are gonna have some secret code that you can input for better loot. On the corridor, each corridor will have like this kind of keypad number again on the corkboard, and use that number to this room, which has the numpad on the very end of the corridor, very start should I say. And there's some quest items you will pick up later. You can progress that on later, but there's some valuables and usually moonshines. I found like 3 moonshines, high-tech spawns, this moonshine spawn, and the moonshine spawn there, valuable spawns, more moonshines. From this part it's pretty easy. There's not going to be black division member until we totally go outside again and then come back in again. You go upstairs one more time. There's going to be another 2 corridors which you will find another keypad number on the corkboard. Right there, 2014. And you can type in the numbers and you will see a bunch of moonshines again. 1, 2, 3. I think there was like 3 spawn or 4 spawn. Yep. And then some bunch of valuable spawns too. Just look around the whole place. But yeah, there's just so many loot. So I don't think it's like that worth to go for the CQ room that I talked about. Maybe if you're in duo or trio, maybe it's worth it. Like, there's just no space. There's a bunch of valuable and electric spawn there and the bottom and the the floor. There's just so many loot. After you loot all those, go out through the corridor. This is the highest floor you can go through the stairs earlier. Open the door, go out completely. And then there's another outside where you could go up again. Pretty sure, yeah, these are the parts. You might want to unseal this one and the another on the right. There's gonna be 2 that you can flank around. The code number is 312220, as you guys see in here. Go to the other side, open this part too. It's not that difficult, but there's gonna be 5 Black Division members here. If you've been through here, it's not that difficult. Like, it's not really worth to loot up here, in my opinion. I tried it multiple times. I don't think it's that worth. But if you want to finish the storyline, then yeah, it will be pretty good. Because if you finish the storyline, you will get the C-3 key card, which will have 4 Ledics guaranteed spawn. But yeah, this is the right side corridor. At the end, there's gonna be a stair entrance, and that stair is where the Black Division members are. They're usually not here or in any room. I was kind of like scared before, but yeah, there's a bunch of like covers too. It's way easier than before. They're up those stairs or already downstairs. It's really preferable to just use smoke or a grenade to provoke them out. Yep, that was pretty bad. He's gonna charge me and then I just... Yeah, those are Black Division members. They don't shoot you right away. So I back out. Try to right peek from here. Left peek, right peek. Maybe preferable to just use whole body. Or if you slow lean peek, they won't see you still. Yeah, on the normal Black Division members, you can just actually slow lean peek. It's only the bosses. Bosses will like insta tab you if you slow lean peek. If they already know you're there. Even though they don't know you're there. They can be on that corridor or inside that room. So you use the smoke to just make it easier. Smoke is super good for this map. Just bring as much as you can. You can buy from Skier. And Peacekeeper, I think. It was Peacekeeper and... Actually, Peacekeeper and Jäger, not Skier. Now dealt 3 like that. And throw more smoke maybe for more safety. It's better than dying. I always use as much as possible because it's better than dying. Is that 4 I killed him? One more popped out from here. There I stepped in, but he didn't get to see me because the smoke they staggered them a little, made them blind. There's a dude sitting there. Because of the smoke, he can't see me right away. Or thanks to the lean, so there's 5, I think, or 6. Yeah, 5. So it's total 5 if you're solo. I got plenty of time. I got like 15 minutes still. You can loot them if you want. Now we gotta go more upstairs. I think one more upstairs. The captain's room is blocked with a bunch of blockades. Yeah, this is the top floor where the captain's room is and everything. And then this is like a server room, which you will have to use 1-3 keycard and C-1 keycard later for the story. Go through this door with 312220. Basically, yeah, it's all 312220 after those corridor password thingies on the corkboard. Go all the way up. You gotta go more up, more up, as much as possible. And then there's gonna be a hatch door here, which is kind of like annoying to use the torch. You're gonna have to use the torch, the one we picked up from the, yeah, like right there. Pick it up from the kitchen, use it there, and then it's gonna, you know, make the sound and thingies. And then now you can touch the handle, it will open. It would be cooler if there was an animation of our characters actually doing that. And there should be a bunch of loot here. And the dead captain with a C-1 keycard, which you will need for the quest later. Bunch of loot. Even on the control board or whatever these are called. On the bottom, on the corner. But I think they nerfed it. Yeah, it was so bad, personally. I don't even want to come here again. I've been here like a couple more times and it was bad. There's even apple juice. Like, really? Not moonshine and apple juice at the very end of the map? Power filter. There's some on the corner. Like, I think I'll go and check here. Like right here, there's a GPU right here, which is good to check and good to pick up. And there's some valuables here, which you will see now. Yep. I'm pretty blind. It takes some time to like process and see things. That's it. That's it. And on the ground again. That's it. So like, I don't know. Like, I don't even have space that much, and this is not like super worth to come all the way up. I mean, you can drop all the items that I have, like the silencers and everything, I guess. Then fill it up with GPU. If it spawns like a bunch of GPUs, it's just one GPU. Was that it? I think. Yeah, I think it was one GPU and some valuables. That was pretty bad. I think it's patched because of the Korean Spider-Man guy. He was like looting like crazy, like Giga Chat thing, and then like all the map specific expensive stuffs. And this is where you use the C-1. Let's watch it again. Go down to the right side. And then on the server room lookalike place, you can see it here. There's C-1 swipeable room. There's note there. The indicator for the quest is super nice. BSG gets some W for that again. They've been doing really good QL patches and everything. There's some valuables here too, which is not like super big deal. But anyways, BSG has been doing really well recently. Pick those up for the quest. There's like a total of 3 here. By using indicator, you'll find it. It's not that difficult to find on the next to the keyboard. There's one on the computer, like the machine itself, not the table. Power filter there, you can already see it here, but I failed to find it for a moment, and then my viewers tell me where it is, so I pick it up like that. But after people telling me, we got like 8 minutes. You will need at least like 4 to 5 minutes to go back to the place where the heli chopper is. Especially if you're in PvE, it takes 1 minute to extract, and for a chopper to come in like 30 seconds. So 1 minute 30 seconds. In PvP, you only take 7 seconds for extract if you already touched the heli. It's kind of weird. I don't know why they're doing it. I kind of understand the PvE is easier, but still a bit weird. SG6 and mule, you might want to bring that at the start. I didn't mention that because you're gonna be heavy and heavy and heavy. Yeah, I meant to mention that at the start again. Anyways, loot the guys, and then let's see how I go back down. Just go back to where the Black Division member, 5 Black Division members were, and then get out. I think after that you could just vault. No. After that you need to go back down to where Wedgie was. Just keep on finding the central stairs, and then where the Wedgie fight was. I don't think you could just, yeah, vault down. Sadly, it would have been easier if you can. Like, I wanted to do this, but you can't. There's like an invisible wall. Very nasty of BSG to do that. Like, I don't know. I think it would be better if you can vault out from it. So this is where the Wedgie fight was. You can see the tear gas trap. Go out. And then if you run towards here, be careful with the guys on the helipad, below the helipad. Again, they can still see you and shoot you. They won't like directly like headshot you, thank God. They take some time if they're that far away. They came in right there, below there. So yeah, I think I used the spoke day because I have spare. As I said, it's better to just use the items than dying, because if you die you lose everything. Just use them up, don't like save it, and then fall through there and you're at the helipad. And now you just gotta shoot the flare clearly after you see the signal, like this is the flare signal place or something like that. It will pop out on the right bottom, and then use the flare a little bit higher than 45 degrees. I failed to do that once. maybe I shot too low or high. They didn't come over. I had to pick up the green smoke from all the way at where the the starting point was. It was pretty painful. So yeah, you might even want to bring like a spare. I think that would be nice too. Anyways, after that, enjoy your loot and get the hell out of here before the 60-second happens. So yeah, that's the whole guide. This is when the drops were ending. I did 24-hour stream drop, 24/7 drops for 5 days. If you guys want to check out on paid drops, we don't know when it's gonna happen. Do check me out on Twitch again. Thank you guys for watching. I hope this helps with your raid. If you have any questions, maybe comment. Some of this might get patched. I don't think it will because they already patched like 10 or something like that. They patched so many already. I don't think they need to patch any more. Anyways, thank you guys for watching again. If you want to check me out on live, so check out Twitch, YouTube, and Kickstream. And I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye, guys. Thank you.